What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about TOSHI today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It is the 12th day of June today. Here we are at about 30558 right now, pulling back a little bit, and that's okay. Seeing a little bit of volatility on the way up. I think that today you did just find a higher low, and you're going to be moving up higher, right? If we're looking at this on a maybe actually hold on, I want to look at the daily time frame real quick. Yeah, I don't think that you go lower, but let's just see. Yeah, that was it, man. That was it. I think so. I think that was your low right there. Finding support, prior resistance, all that stuff, right? Prior support here, even on a closing basis. Yeah, it looks good. So let's look at the 1 hour, and we'll zoom out from there and see if we can confirm that. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice recovery. Nice recovery. A lot of volume on that 1 hour time frame. But this is on MEXC. Is that reliable? Good. Yeah, somewhat reliable, sure. A lot of volume coming back down to a little bit of volatility. Never hurt anybody. Put some hair on your chest, you know what I mean? 1 hour time frame. Still kind of, I guess, in this bearish trend. Lower highs, lower lows, all that stuff. You are at a point of resistance. You could go a little bit lower from here. I don't think you'll go lower than this low. I do believe that that was the low of this very, very small move. But let's look at this maybe from a low to a high here. Yeah, look at that too. You skimmed your golden ratio. All right, if you were to go lower than this low, it's going to be barely, right? You're just barely going to go below there. Maybe form some bullish divergence or something like that. But I don't even know if you do that, man. That is a very nice reaction. Anytime that you reach for the golden ratio, you get that close, you skim it, but then you move on up right after that, like this, in this kind of fantastic fashion. I would expect that to be the low, and I think that you're actually going to recover pretty hard. 1 hour time frame, I would think then we have how many hours left in the day? About 8 hours left. Yeah, I would think that you're up higher by the end of the day, probably even closing above this high by the end of the day. That would be the expectation there. 15-minute time frame. Let's just confirm. Let's see. Yeah, the 15-minute looks bullish enough. So cool. 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour. Looking at this here, the 4 hour looks a little bit different. Big wick to the upside. That can imply some bearishness for sure, but I'm not swayed by that. We go back in time here. I mean, you've had that happen before. Big wicks to the upside, and you still continue to move up. Big wicks to the downside, and you still continue to move down. You know what I mean? So I'm not too swayed by that at all. Getting overbought, not getting oversold. Higher lows overall in your 4 hour time frame. Yes, I think that this trumps that 1 hour RSI. I think that you look good, man. Really look like you just found support about just below the 40. You're probably going to be moving up here. And man, maybe tomorrow might be a good day for you, Toshi. Tomorrow, I think a lot of cryptos are going to wait for, next week. And maybe you do too. Maybe you don't move up as fast as I think you're going to. But with this reaction off the golden ratio down here, from this low to high, that golden zone right there, I would think that tomorrow you're probably above these highs. 3063, you're probably going to be above there tomorrow. So if not by the end of today, but let's see. High to low. Come on now, there we go. Right above the 382, down just below the 236. A little squirrely, not too conventional, but that's okay. If you are to move up higher, if you do what I think you're going to do, maybe by the end of this week, you'll be at 3074 to 3078 by the end of this week. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's what happens. So that's kind of the expectation at the moment. You'll probably find resistance there because you found resistance at your 382, support at the 236 area, golden ratio, resistance, 0.5382 support, back test prior resistance, prior support, for support, and then you'll continue higher. Over the weekend, yeah, I like that, man. I like that a lot, actually, the way I have that drawn. Tomorrow you move up here. Over the weekend you move down. And then over the week you start to move up, and you'll see new relative highs getting up above. You'll take out 3 zeros. You'll see 2 zeros and get to 2 zeros, 1 and above there, yeah. Because I think with this point of resistance here, you will break through it on the next attempt. Let's see if we can look at what that would look like on the daily time frame. Ooh. High to low here. Golden ratio, absolutely. I would expect you break through that, right? Second attempt, you normally do. So I think we nailed it, man. I think we nailed it. Hold on, I'm going to put that back out just like that, right? So, oh man, it's such a mess, but you can kind of see here. This is what I'm anticipating, and then when you go through here, you'll move up like that, right? So the big move will likely happen either Sunday or Monday. That's whenever the big move will begin to happen, and next week's going to be glorious because you're going to see an extension based off of this fib taking you up to 2012, 20157. Let's overlay this with the high to low here. Oh, that's not the high. That is the low, though. Let's get it to the high. Come on now. There we go. High to low. 786, 886. Typically, I'm going to delete this fib here. Typically, when you find resistance on your golden ratio, you do break through the second time, and you would expect to find resistance at the 786, 886 area. We throw that other fib on there. Boom. Golden ratio right there in the middle of that zone. 1414 right at the base of the 786, and typically with the 1414, you actually do go a little bit above that. So I think we nailed it perfectly, man. It's going to do exactly that. I'm a psychic right now, and maybe it doesn't work out exactly like this, but I think it will. I think it's going to work out literally tomorrow. We're up here, the weekend we move down, and then boom. And maybe we don't move all the way down to this low. Maybe we just hit the 0.5, but whatever, something in this zone here, right? That's why I have it circled. And then we'll move up to probably something in this zone going into next week, I would think, right? And maybe even higher. Maybe even higher, man. But it's going to be a good time. And I would expect, if we're looking at this from a high to a low, that you do find turbulence. You don't just blast through 786, 886. I would expect that you do find turbulence. So you'll probably move up there, find turbulence in this area, whatever that looks like, right? Do you just consolidate and then move higher? Do you find resistance and then move back to the golden ratio zone, find support here at prior resistance and then move up? Tomato, tomato, whatever. Soon enough, you'll be moving up. Oh, but the way that I have that drawn, let's see. It's the 12th today. Yeah, the way I have that drawn is a little bit off because it looks like you'd be moving higher after July, or after July has begun, after June has ended. I would think you do find turbulence, but going into the end of June, I would think that you're still up in this area, if not higher. Okay, you're probably not going to be at new all-time highs by the end of June, but you never know. Toshi can move up faster than you give it credit for, man. It can really move pretty damn fast. So, I mean, from the same price, we literally moved up to the all-time high in 1, 2, 3 days. You know what I mean? So we've got plenty. We've got more than 3 days left in this month so far. So, whatever it is, end of month, I would expect we're around all-time highs, if not breaking through new all-time highs. Going into July, I definitely suspect we'll be breaking out to new all-time highs, and then moving up to that target area of 0.045 to 1 cent, somewhere in that zone there. Looking at the current price, come on now, give it to me. There we go. We're so close. There we go. 1272 minimum target. That's about an 8x from here. Not bad, not bad. 8x to about an 18x. Yeah, one of those probably in the middle. You'll probably stop somewhere around a 11x or a 12x right there. I'm thinking 0069 or 007 is where you're going to go for resistance. That's been the long-awaited prophecy, man. It's just crazy how far you've come from these lows, man. From a low all the way up there, that's going to be an overall move of like a 30-something X. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Even at a minimum, we're talking about a 22X. So if anybody, and let's say you didn't buy the low, because most people didn't, right? There's one or a couple people that might have bought the low. Let's say you bought a relative high around this low, right? You didn't buy that exact low, but you bought around here, something like that. I think that there's a lot of people who stand to gain, even at a minimum, like a 12x overall, which is phenomenal. Even here, you can still get a 12x from the current price. Let alone, I really do think that we're going to go to 007 or somewhere around there. So that's a lot of growth for everybody, man. Everybody involved is going to be making some money. So that's awesome. I got nothing else for you guys. I don't think I have anything else. At least we've kind of touched all the bases. 3-day time frame looks bullish. 3-day RSI looks good, bouncing off the 50 there. Pretty bullish. Very confident that that's the low. Very, very confident. Weekly time frame, bullish. Not a whole lot to go off of, though, for being fair, you know. 4 hour looks decent. 1 hour looks decent. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that was your low. I mean, here, you're just moving up right now, so we'll see how it goes. But I would expect by the time you guys watch this video, we're probably going to be further away from this low than we are now. We're going to be moving up higher. So that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, all right? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.